Hello, everyone. Every weekend we will be revisiting some of the older stories we have done. Sometimes it's good to take a step back and look at what's gone on before. Without further ado, welcome to the Blue Cafe Classics. Welcome to the Blue Cafe Stories. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal and redemption. Please like and subscribe if you are enjoying what you are hearing. Now on to today's story. This is hard. Vent/rant/FML. I have been trying to get myself to tell her it's over and file. We've had numerous discussions that end with the discussion that divorce may be best, but we never pull the trigger. I found out that he called her and that they had exchanged texts last week. I asked her if she had heard from him, and she said that he had called but she didn't speak with him and he didn't leave a message. More lies. Why do I subject myself to this when I plainly have proof that she's continuing to lie to me? Sorry guys. Just a rant mostly, unless someone can help me get over the hump. Here's something I had to learn the hard way: intentional ignorance. You already know what you know, do not keep seeking further details. You can't stop her from doing what she's going to do. Instead, spare yourself the heartache and just stop trying to see what she's up to. The only thing you'll accomplish is driving yourself crazy in the process. Yeah, this is so true. I keep looking for more and rationalizing it as trying to verify her responses. That's how I found out the latest, and all I can think about now is checking for more. It's making me crazy. I know exactly how you're feeling right now, pal. You search for something and then you keep digging, looking for the next thing, hoping that the next thing proves beyond a shadow of a doubt what's going on, but it doesn't, so you feel compelled to find the next thing that will surely be the smoking gun. You have to break the cycle, you're the only one that can do it. Yep. This is exactly it. Man, this is brutal. It only gets worse if you don't break that cycle. Trust me, I speak from experience, but we never pull the trigger. Stop trying to come to a consensus. Divorce is unilateral. If you know it's over, then you pull the trigger. Hire a lawyer. File. Get the ball rolling. I know that guilt over being the one who does it can hold you back, but you need to consider your future, your health, and your happiness. If it is time, just do it. I needed to read this today. Thank you. My husband continues to lie to me about gambling and hide money. I have the proof. I just need to move forward. Continues to lie to me about gambling and hide money. You can't have a marriage without trust. It's time. This hits me right in the feels. I've always struggled to be the one to leave. Even when I know it's over, I fear hurting their feelings. It's led me to prolong things before, just never been married before. You aren't doing anyone any favors by staying longer. Nor are you preventing the hurt. When you know, you just have to do it. We talked last night, and I was more firm that divorce is the way I want to go. A lawyer buddy is connecting me with an attorney next week to discuss steps. She didn't fight it on the phone. After we hung up, the cutesy friendly texts started. I'm nearly certain she just wants me around for the bank account. Blah. Until you have talked to a lawyer, don't make any drastic changes. But good for you. Alimony question, Illinois alimony/child support. Hey guys, my wife has suggested 6 months to see other people with the option of being sexually actively so she can figure out if I'm who she wants to be with. She was recently caught in an inappropriate situation with her previous boss, which lands us here. She was texting constantly with reasonable innuendo, and discussions of plans to meet behind my back. My take on this is that she wants me to continue bankrolling her while she looks for someone. I make 2.5 times what she does and she had a bad spending habit, so she would be in trouble without my income. I need to grow a pair and cut it off, but hypothetically, when does the alimony accrual clock stop? Is it as soon as we file, or is it once it's finalized? Thanks guys. Trust your gut on this one. She does not have any respect for you or your marriage. You are her wallet. I get you love her, but people change. You need to file and get a financial restraining order filed. This can put a block on additional credit or loans she will create during this separation because your marriage is ending. It's just a primal self-preservation reaction to knowing the wallet is going to be leaving. If you work things out, great. But you need to get an attorney and protect yourself. Sorry guy. I don't know how anyone can try to fly this 6-month idea with a straight face. It's absurd. File now to protect yourself. Whether alimony starts right away, as a temporary order, or later, or at all, is dependent upon the nuances of your situation. This would be a perfect situation if cuckolding and financial domination were your fetishes. Tell her, sure, have your 6 months, but I'm not supporting you, and see how quickly she decides she never wants to be with you again. As I understand it, there will be an initial amount that can change based on your incomes. Her lawyer may put something in there about having a requirement to report any change in income. I'd lawyer up immediately and try to get her to sign shit before she really starts understanding how she can fuck you over. Man, you guys are all spot on. I don't know why I can't get myself to pull the trigger. Head over to survivinginfidelity.com. There is a wealth of support and advice. Good luck. It's called Maintenance in Illinois. Google Illinois Maintenance Calculator and plug in the info. That will give you a pretty good ballpark for how much you will owe and for how long. Yeah, I've figured that. I'm just curious if the length of time I'll owe is impacted by when divorce is initiated or finalized. Greater than my wife has suggested 6 months to see other people with the option of being sexually actively so she can figure out if I'm who she wants to be with. Translation, I'd like my cake and to eat it too. Please stand by while I eat cake and keep you around for kibbles. Greater than my take on this is that she wants me to continue bankrolling her while she looks for someone. I agree. Or at least have a solid landing pad in case her relationship doesn't work out. Greater than I need to grow a pair and cut it off, but hypothetically, when does the alimony accrual clock stop? Is I'm not 100% sure, but unless you are legally separated or make another arrangement, assume that it still accrues. Ask an attorney for how to cut it off while your wife goes off and has her cake. Assuming that's the way you're going to do this. Might be a good time to offer the wife a cash settlement and tell her you'll continue the relationship later if she signs divorce papers now. In Illinois, the amount of alimony goes up in 5-year brackets. If you're close to a bracket anniversary, file ASAP so it doesn't go into the next higher bracket. I told her finally. Getting started. We've been kicking divorce around for a while. Especially after her emotional, that I know of, affair with her old boss came to light, and she continued lying about it after being caught on a number of occasions. After a long talk with my dad on Friday, I knew I had to get it going. She came by to pick our dog up today and I told her. I feel like this should feel like a weight is lifted, but holy shit. I have never felt this kind of pain before. Wow. What the duck? This sucks, guys. I hope I'm making the right call. We've been together 10 years and married 4. No kids, fortunately. I'm 33, so I have a ton of life ahead and I just don't want to be lied to anymore. I'll be paying the retainer tomorrow and getting my documents in. She said she wants it to be easy and inexpensive, but I know there is a raging tiger inside that will come out eventually. God, I hope this goes okay. Sounds like you are making the right decision. But look deep into what you want. If you are done, fine. If you hope leaving will change her mind or change something in the relationship, then you need to reconsider. I too dealt with an emotional affair that spanned a few years. It wrecked me and my self-confidence. Don't stay just because you don't know if you should leave or not. Thank you. I know it's right to go. It's just damn hard. Her mom just reached out telling me she doesn't want me leaving the family, and asked if I would talk. Her mom doesn't know much of the story, so I'm hesitant since I don't want to put her on blast. I'm going to call her in a bit though. My husband's family knows nothing about his EA. It is just exhausting. They have no idea either. I didn't elaborate. She told them she had betrayed me but nothing more. That was a very challenging call. It's a long and difficult road ahead. Best of luck, op. Thank you. I'm in the same boat. Still going through it. My wife refuses to admit that she was having a physical or sexual affair with a mutual friend, was a friend. At the very least, it's definitely an emotional affair. She claims that he is just a friend and she looks up to him. This is the same guy I told her that wants to sleep with her and openly admitted this to me. She refused to believe me and continued this friendship. People at her work would tell me that they are inseparable. I felt betrayed. He was a friend. In my eyes, she chose him over me. She chose to maintain a friendship despite the fact that I told her of his interest. She's asking for a divorce. I'm agreeing to it. There's just a lot of pain and hurt that surrounds the whole thing. In my heart, I deserve better than the treatment I've received. Yeah, I feel your pain. Sorry for the rant. I am sorry for your pain. Maybe someday she might learn that the grass isn't always greener. Find someone who will treat you right. Thanks. She says that she's going to see a shrink to fix or help her heal herself. She insists that I've inflicted a lot of pain on her. WTF, I've gone to work and home. I've given her free rein to make decisions. I don't drink, do drugs, beat on her or cheat on her. Ladies, is there something wrong to be a guy that likes to be home? I'm just a private guy that likes my alone time. Were you even considering staying with her after she refused to break off the friendship? That's rough, man. Complete deal breaker emo. We've got 2 young kids. I was torn because I tried to hang on. I could turn a blind eye anymore. Good luck to you. After 13 years together and 7 married, I'm in the exact same boat. And gosh darn does this hurt. This is such an awful pain. We will get through it. First day of the rest of our life. Onward. Best of luck, man. You're going to hear a lot of people say it gets better. It will. But focus on you now, one day at a time. Best of luck to you, friend. I filed for divorce in August and questioned it a lot. My wife had an affair 4 months into our marriage. Like you, I'm young, 28, and didn't have kids or anything. My biggest advice would be reach out to your friends and get a good support system going. Do things that you have always wanted to do. I took a trip and it seemed to help. Hobbies help too. Reach out if you need you talk. No one should be alone through something like this. You are making the right call. You deserve someone who will show you love and loyalty. I was in a very similar boat. Length of marriage, no kids, cheating, she wanted it easy and fast. Be as polite as you can to her. You do not have to be friendly. Set boundaries and don't let her work back in. There will probably be more infidelities and confirmations that come to light as you untangle yourself from her. You will want to know the truth. You deserve it. You will never get it from her. If she wasn't honest with you when you were married, why would she be honest now? If she does come clean, you won't be able to trust it as the truth. You have to accept that into your heart. Don't let these what-if scenarios drive you crazy. She cheated on you and broke your marriage. That reflects 100% on her, not on you. All you can do is move on. It surprised me how much it hurt the day I signed the papers to have him served and file. I chose this, and I have zero doubts I'm doing the right thing, but the pain. It's like a death some days. There was an affair, you are making the right call. 5 months ago my wife left me. 15 years relationship, 4 kids. She had an emotional affair. If she hadn't left me, I would have never left her, I think. You are stronger than I was. The pain, unfortunately, is atrocious. But it gets better. Slowly but surely. There are setbacks, but they get less frequent and less painful. And you have no kids together. That may sound terribly insensitive, but one day you'll understand how lucky you are. Don't mistake me. I love my kids. But to know that I'll only have them half-time and that I'll have to interact with their cheating mother for decades. You don't have that? When you doubt, read chumplady.com. Beat of luck. When you know you know. Be honest with the lawyer and follow his advice to the T. There is a monumental difference between doubting if you are making the right decision for you versus the fear/anxiety/excitement/emotions of being in the next step. Until now you've just been thinking about the next step. And today you are here. Congrats! Lies and inappropriate conversations continue. Rant mostly. I've posted before, but it's been a while. We made an attempt to reconcile and rebuild, and I've been away a bit. Edit. I'm 34, she's 32. Been together all in all almost 11 years, married almost 5. Long story short. She lives about an hour and a half away for work. She was having inappropriate mildly conversations with her previous boss and spending time drinking with him. He randomly was in town and they went drinking. Ended up at her place. She called me crying, saying he came into her and was being creepy. Said she made him leave. This was May 2019. I believed this fully. I had no reason to mistrust at this time. After this she began making major efforts to talk with him more and see him more. She would travel down to my town, go drinking with him and supposedly others, and then come to my apartment to sleep before driving back home for work. Eventually I picked up on what was happening and went through her phone. I found nothing overtly incriminating, but there was enough to know what was up. I'm unsure they had sex, but they were rather flirty and planning trips to see each other. Pretty sure I caught it before they had sex, but that's irrelevant. After this she claimed no contact with him. She sent him a message in front of me saying the contact was inappropriate and that she values me and needs to put me first. I had cheated when we first started dating and she gave me a chance, so I felt that she deserved a chance. We started trying to focus on us more, traveled a bit, and then seemed to fall back into routine. From there I told her I'd like to reconcile and make things work for the future. I told her then there is no room for more lies or more inappropriate discussions. She came clean at this point that she had another entanglement. This one I was unaware of and turned out to be highly sexually charged. I do not know if they had sex, but I believe they did. There were many discussions she disclosed about sexting, and specifically a lot revolves around him finishing inside her. She told me all of this and also that she had purchased a remote vibrator for him to use while they were at work. She claimed she never used it because when they tried, the remote didn't have enough range from his office. I do not believe this. From here I should have left. For some reason I felt she'd been honest when I asked her to, and so I should try to see where we could go. This was December of 2019. Since then I have caught her talking with him, and including sexual innuendo at least 3 to 4 times. She's refused to cut him out because she works with him and can't get another job right now because of the pandemic. She said she just keeps making mistakes and doesn't mean to. I moved into a new place in June. She and her family came to help, and I later found out she was telling him she wanted to have fun physically and likes it hard via text while sitting having dinner with me and her family. I cannot seem to get myself to pull the trigger on divorce and do not understand why. Anyway, thanks for reading. Wish I could get myself to drop the hammer and divorce. TL, Dr. Wife's a cheater and a liar. Can't get myself to rip the band-aid off though. She said she just keeps making mistakes and doesn't mean to. These are not mistakes, they are choices. I cannot seem to get myself to pull the trigger on divorce and do not understand why. Because you're normal. I'd recommend working on a good therapist for you. Obviously your wife is not going to stop. You have created no consequences for her. Why should she change? Right? I can't come up with a consequence other than leaving. Here I am, I guess. Then leave. Prepare yourself for more then. Definitely find an impartial ear to speak to about this. I get it. I didn't want a divorce. I wanted my kids to have one mother and one father. I didn't want a split family. So I stayed. He kept cheating. It didn't matter to him, because he wasn't losing anything. But, eventually he lost me. I am no longer intimate with him. I live a separate life. It really depends on what you want. If staying married means she keeps cheating, are you okay with that? I reached out to get a therapist today. I definitely am not okay with her cheating. I think it's really the constant lying that is even worse though. It's just a mess. She's always been the type that won't change behavior without consequences. Unfortunately, the only consequence here can be losing me. Return the favor then. Start withholding intimacy, while giving it to other women, start seeing escorts frequently, develop FWB relationships, start dating again, etc. Basically explore your other options. If this doesn't get her to snap out of it, then it could lead to her filing. You win in both outcomes. In the first your wife is back, and in the second you can have your freedom back. Neutral face, you're not okay with her cheating? Based on what? I'm in the same boat. I found out the first time in 2016. There have been several more times since then, with lots of apologies and promises to change. We're going through it again right now, but I'll be filing for divorce tomorrow. I realized that I was somehow waiting for someone to tell me it was okay for me to leave, that I was the good person and didn't have to suffer anymore. I then gave myself that permission. That's such a good point. I feel like I'm waiting until I feel it's okay. Like waiting for someone to give me permission. That's the wrong way to look at it though. Exactly. I was running and thinking, and the permission thought came to me. That's when I acknowledged that I was the only person who could give that permission. Then I broke down crying in the middle of the street. Just realize that you are worth more than a person that continually refuses to choose you and your well-being first. I'm in the same boat. My H is living with the hour 5 years but won't file and still comes to see me all the time. I for some reason do not want to lose him, and I'm pretty sure it is my fear of being alone and another person winning. I need to find the strength. When she says she keeps making mistakes, what she means is that she keeps getting caught. If she considered the relationship a mistake, it would have ended already. She's sitting at dinner with you and her family while she's sexting him. She absolutely isn't going to stop this. It shows a complete lack of self-control or respect for you, And you can never trust someone that doesn't respect you because their desires will always come first. It's time for the hammer. Others will not love and respect you until you love and respect yourself. The first step to respecting yourself would be to get this person out of your life. Then take time to make you the kind of person you want to be, and from there you will be ready for a relationship that has a chance to work. It's hard to feel bad for you. This marriage clearly has to end. Take action. It hasn't improved? Sending the lawyer papers today. Need support. Working on filling things out. Trying to muster the courage to do it. She's clearly shown again and again who she is. It's time to take ownership of my future. Good vibes and support needed though. I'm trying to find the courage to make this happen. Update: just emailed the forms to the lawyer. She called me while I was filling them out as if nothing was wrong. That was awkward. Update 2, lawyer emailed back asking for payment for retainer via web. About to get real. Trying to make it happen. Update 3, I'm sure these updates are annoying, but here I go again. Paid. This is so ducking stupid. I let myself get cheated on for so long. Update 4, I'll be telling her after I meet with my attorney at 2. She knows something is off though. Each time things go this way she tries to plan a solo vacation somewhere dangerous. It's always caused me to worry and either go with her or plan something else to do together. She's doing it again. I'm not biting this time. Update 5, okay guys. Talked to the lawyer and told SDBXW. It will be filed this week. She was upset but didn't seem surprised. Had nothing to say and did not argue. I called my dad after to talk. She called me twice while I was on with him. Has since texted me saying she wants to talk logistics. I don't know that I'm going to call her back. Remember, you're doing this for you and your future. Can't wait for you to leave all this behind and continue your path onto a better life. Rooting for you, heart, thank you. It may be dark now, man, but keep your head up, eyes open, put one foot in front of the other and keep going. You'll get to a better place. Best of luck. I can see from your post history that this has been a terribly painful episode in your life and you've been wanting to divorce for quite some time, but never finding the strength. The strength will come once you are in control of your life again. Have courage. Thank you. Reading your posts, your SDBX wife is nothing but a compulsive liar and cheater who will never stop. She's shown her true colors and it's way past time to divorce. Go full nuclear and have her served at work. She deserves total embarrassment and the loss of her job. You got this? She doesn't deserve to wear a ring, much less yours. 100% have her served at work. Thank you. In her mind nothing is wrong. Allow her to continue to operate under this false belief. When you are ready, go no contact. Have her served at work and blindsided by the divorce. You have no kids, therefore you have no reason to communicate with her. Let your lawyer do all the talking, that's what you pay them for. Thank you. I will be speaking with the lawyer tomorrow. Status update. It's been filed for about a month and hasn't gotten anywhere. Her father is an attorney in another state, and is attempting to take over things. He didn't like how my attorney and her attorney calculated the split of marital versus non-marital in my 401k, so now he's pushed her attorney to request 5 years of statements to do the calculation differently. Frustrating to say the least, but my attorney suggests we humor them since it won't change the numbers much and may end up in my favor. She's still reaching out saying she wants her marriage back and that we don't have to do this. She can't seem to understand why I believe that we do have to do this. I suspect she knows exactly why but wants to manipulate me back so she can have access to the money again. Oh well. Hope we get some progress this week. Update, the end. Hey guys, I figured I should update you as things come to a close. I received a signed copy of the MSA over the weekend. She's agreed finally and backed off of the fictitious numbers that we spent a month fighting over. I'll owe a year worth of maintenance, which ends up being about 20% of my monthly take-home income. Everything's essentially split evenly outside of that. She's been very angry the last several weeks and lambasting me for not attempting reconciliation. I've stayed strong and reminded her that reconciliation was attempted for much of this year since the affairs came out. I did make a dating app profile and she apparently found me on there. She commented she's been dating and even ended up with COVID from a date. All in all, I feel I'm turning the corner and brighter days are ahead. Almost there. Thanks for the words of encouragement, and the tough love along the way. Does her father know about her infidelity? Because if he does, he wouldn't fuss about that if he is a decent human being. Oh yeah. They know about all of it. It's just turning out that money is all they care about. That may just work in your favor. Last 5 years my investments were a roller coaster ride. From your past posts, she doesn't want reconciliation, she wants you to support her cheating behaviors and provide financial and emotional support as she jumps from men to men. In her twisted mind, you provide her a baseline relationship, where she can compare other affairs to see whether she can do better in her mind. Yes, she will continue to cheat until she thinks another man is willing to pay for her lifestyle and put up with her unethical behavior, which we all know this person does not exist. She is not what we would deem wife material. She is exactly who the person you see, and you should treat her as such. This is correct. I should have filed long ago, but it's rolling now. Hopefully I can get out without too much damage. I'll consider taking you back if and only if you agree to an amicable divorce. This relationship is dead and I'd like to put it behind us if we are ever going to start a new one. And then, you know, just never get around to the second part. Good luck to you, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, hope it's over soon. Thank you. It's bizarre that she thinks you will reconcile after all that she has done. She doesn't see it as a big deal. She just calls it fall downs and mistakes. She says we love each other so much we can get through it. She's delusional? Wow. That is delusional. Funny how those who screw up feel entitled to the sweat of your brow. Best of luck. Stay strong, don't fall for these delay tactics. Every little excuse she has is just another reason to move on. After this episode, I hope you clean up your own life and recognize the damage that infidelity does. You admitted in your past cheating on her and her forgiving it. Doesn't excuse her doing it now by any means. But now you fully understand the trauma of infidelity and will hopefully never participate in it again as either hurting someone else or being hurt yourself. Heal up and choose to be happy and honest in your future relationships. So the only asset in dispute is the 401k. That should be easy to resolve. Unsure? They won't send a proposal until they settle on how they want to see the marital/non-marital breakdown. Her dad is probably just like her. You never know with people these days, sometimes the whole bunch of them are just rotten apples. Oddly enough, this is true. He had an emotional affair as well and her mother chose to forgive him. I'm pretty certain it's still happening because of some strange phone behavior I witnessed. What do you mean sometimes? Pretty sure they have a reason for sayings such as the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Also, the Bible seems to agree, saying that the children should be punished for the sins of the parents and vice versa, probably because they're so similar. Kudos for sticking up for yourself. As somebody wiser than me once said, the best revenge is a life well lived. This right here already rewriting history, isn't she? Always has been. Not going to worry about it, thumbs up, so true, so true. Let go of her, let go of the person who hurt you. At some point, I'm guessing right about time maintenance payments end, she will matter as much to you as a stranger walking by in the street. Make your goal-blessed indifference. That is the direction of happiness. It took a while to get there, but you are definitely on the right path. Good luck to you, and stay strong and decisive. Let karma take its toll. Live your better life without lies and deceitful behavior. Good on you, stand your ground. Read your previous posts and I'm just so glad for you, man. Go enjoy life. Thank you. Bro, it's been 7 years since my divorce and have felt like my old self more and more. Do the things you have on your bucket list and enjoy your best life. How did you get stuck with maintenance and for how long? Illinois law. 1 year. I earn substantially more, so there's no way around it. Then it sounds like her living 90 minutes away for her job was kind of a BS thing, and there was no good reason to do it if you're making substantially more. Clearly. And once it's done, ghost her for all eternity. You do not want her darkening your bright future with her antics. Just tell her that she is dead to you and you never want to see or hear from her again. Then trash every skerrick of anything that even comes close to reminding you of her existence. And then go and live your best life. You deserve it. Yes, for all eternity. Good for you. I feel sure great times and experiences are coming. Big windshield, small rearview mirror. Well done. The best is yet to come, my friend. You should have split up long ago when you cheated on her. Yeah, it took a minute to find that. If you cheated on her early on when you were dating. Probably not the person you should have married. I could understand reconciling and wanting to move forward, but that's a hard thing to get over once it happens. Hopefully that's your takeaway from this. Good for you. Stay in North Carolina as much as possible. She's just tainting your mind. Keep moving forward. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please like and subscribe.